Now, normally this is something to get very excited about. For $5, this is about a $30 game. The only issue is it's decent. That's playable, the scratches on the bottom. But the thing is all the data is on the top. You see that huge groove right there? There's no way that this is gonna play. So unfortunately, we're gonna leave this behind. Bottom scratches definitely affect the gameplay, but it's the top scratches that are significantly worse. Here's another example here. Taz actually sells really well. The sticker says it's from 2001, so you got Y2K. Still has the original Looney Tunes sticker on it and everything. You think that this would sell pretty well, but there's 10 of them listed, all for $10 or less. 0 have sold. Definitely a pass, but it's something that I would have, and maybe some of you may have picked up if it wasn't for your research and learning along the way. See, here's something that I normally would have picked up when I was first beginning, you know, because it says KitchenAid on it. But then when you look up that model number, you'll realize that 7 are listed and only 1 has sold. With only 1 sale in the last 90 days, you're really just going to hold on to that for a really long time. You're going to eventually aggressively discount it and then sell it for a wash. And there's a group of people here on YouTube that hate on what's called looking things up in the store. If I were to blind buy these, they were selling for $70 in used condition a year ago. Now they're selling for $25. Would have made about $3 off of this. Really glad that I still look things up in the thrift store. If I would have not looked these up, would have brought them home, it would have been a pretty big waste of time. I've been doing clothing for a while, and the first ever Duluth Trading Co. shirt that I bought was like some special t-shirt, so it sold for like $25 plus shipping in like 5 or 6 days. So I just immediately started buying a ton of Duluth Trading Co. And now I'm stuck with a ton of Duluth Trading Co. that is selling very slowly. So just because a brand has sold before doesn't mean it will sell consistently and doesn't mean all of the items in that brand sell well. Also, I always forget to ask, if you guys are enjoying the content, please subscribe. Just because it's a name brand that you're looking for, this Cleveland, if you type in TA6, there's going to be 225 listed and only like 11 have sold, and all of them that have sold are complete sets. If you look up the 8-iron, by itself, 0 have sold. So this is something that I probably would have picked up early on just because it says Cleveland on it, but this is definitely something that I'm leaving behind even at $3. See, this is something that people will get excited about because it's a whole Coca-Cola set, but especially at $175. This is just a ton of work, a ton of shipping, and it's definitely not going to sell for $175 even if you part them all out. And it's going to be very, 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 very slow sell-through rate. So definite pass here. Hitachi is a good brand, and especially during the pandemic, these bread makers were selling extremely well, but now they don't. Sometimes it's worth buying just to sell this bread pan individually. I'm actually kind of considering it right now, but honestly, I would just throw out the rest because it will sell, but it will take up a ton of space in your garage for a very long time. But yeah, I'm leaving everything behind today. Again, similar situation here. Not similar situation. These are worth picking up because you can part them out, but at $45, it's just not enough profit for me personally. But you definitely want to keep your eye out for these power juicers by good old Jack, because all of the individual parts, especially if you have this part, goes for a good amount of money, but 45 is just too much. Another thing here is Starbucks. I just grabbed every Starbucks I could find when I was first beginning because I just heard that it was, you know, a good brand to sell. If you type in Starbucks 16-ounce mug 2020, you're going to see 1,400 listed and only 170 have sold. If you do a few more filters, you'll find this exact one. There's only 2 sold and over 85 listed. So yeah, definitely leaving this one behind. Gotta make sure you check out what is actually selling. If you look this up on eBay, there's 2 listed for over $30. Sounds like a great margin to me, but there are 0 sold. Sorry. So there's just not a ton of interest in this item, so you gotta leave it behind. Iconic book, awesome movie. Hardcover, only $2. You think this is going to be a great investment, but several hundred listed, less than 100 sold. Average sales price $6, free shipping. Good way to lose some money on eBay.